Well, a Delta County college is expanding its tutoring options thanks to a new grant. Bay College in Escanaba was awarded $92,000 from the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity. The goal of the expansion is to meet the needs of adult students who might be unable to access typical tutoring options. The Vice President of Student Services says this will let Bay College meet adult students where they are.
Education is for everyone. So be it a traditional student or an adult learner, which this grant is geared at, we are here, Bay College is here to support those learners, helping them get the training they need and also the education they need to improve their jobs where they're at or seek other opportunities to grow through their education.
Bloom says the program is expected to be in operation for the winter semester.